What's up, comic and pop culture fans? Welcome to the Sunday claim sale. Typically, I have about 5 jam-packed long boxes for you. Today, I actually have 7 long boxes, so I'm going to kind of go a little bit quicker than usual. Ground rules. If you're first to get a claim, you got it. It's that simple. If a book's on C, you say claim C, you get it. We are currently offering up to 30% off. You can get it if you get 30 claims. The only exception would be the $100 book ups, but all the $100 book downs will count on the 30% off. Honestly, I don't really think I have any over $100 books today, but we'll see what I got. Other than that, I'm holding quite a few piles to let some folks intentionally get to 10 and 20% off. So good luck. Don't forget to hit that like button and we'll get started. We always start the claim sales with Amazing Spider-Man, and I've already got it here right now. Here we have a near mint, first appearance of Annex, ASM Annual 27. First appearance of Arno Stark in continuity and cover appearance, Annual number 20, near mint on C. Here is first MJ as Jackpot and first Madam Monstrosity. What issue is this? 311? Something like that. You guys might know the modern stuff better than me. On D, we have ASM 649, perfect condition. First appearance of Phil Urich as Hobgoblin, $12 high. We're doing it for 10. All right, let's see what we got. Lil Shady with many Y's. Lil Shady. Awesome. Thanks, Lil Shady. You got C. And so how it works, see how you got that? 9 more claims will give you 10% off. Let's keep it going. I have a couple one moment in times that are very popular. 640. These are all near mints. This whole collection is the best one. 641. Key Collector has that at $20 high. I don't know about that. I do not know why I didn't just bundle it, but there you go. There's the full run. 5 each, except the ones at a 10. Stephen Riley gets a C. Stephen Riley, I think you have a pile already somewhere. Found you. Thank you, sir. C is the hot spot today. Here we have a perfect copy, second appearance of Anti-Venom. That's 571. ASM 571 on H. Meatball Mario is going to get an E. Meatball, you got to get the rest of one moment. All right, then we have the Anti-Venom Process Begins, also classic Alex Ross cover. That is the variant, actually. That is 568 in near mint to mint. I have 567, first appearance of Sasha Kravinoff. It's also the first cover of Anna Kravinoff on E. Do I feel like we're a little crooked? Hold on. I like that a lot better. My OCD is calm now. First appearance of Paper Doll and Screwball. Perfect copy of 559 ASM. I also have 556. Now, this is not a character I know. Maybe you guys know Wyatt? Wow, I have to trim my nails here. That's gross. I was building a fire pit the other day. Some little doity. Okay, sweet. All right. We only have 70 people in the chat today, but you can still hit that like button. Let's not get stuck on a wall full of minty ASM. Help me get these things out of here. Well, are we about to have the shortest claim sale I've ever had in my life? What are we doing? We are doing no book left behind, meaning if we cannot fill the wall, we're done. Maybe I'll get to have that cigar with the boys after all. Just let me know. First appearance of Dr. Rubin is issue 555 near mint. And I didn't waste time putting a dot on everything, but everything you see here is a potential 9698 candidate. This is from one collection and was gorgeous. Little Shady is going to get C and A. Next up is the first appearance of Freak. Perfect condition, 552 on C. I also have the first meeting of Spidey and Jackpot, 549. Perfect condition on A. Meatball Mario is going to pick up a C. C is the hot spot today. Second appearance of Mr. Negative. First appearance of the Inner Demons, featured heavily in the 2018 Spidey game. Awesome game. That's on C. What's up, Gayski? You're going to get H. First full appearance of Mr. Negative. First appearance, first appearance of the second Jackpot and the first cameo of Freak, which is 546 on H. I also have the more valuable variant of the two of the one where Mephisto erases their marriage, 545. But before that, we actually have a Tyrannus, which is a new name. I don't even recognize that. Tyrannus is doing a wall claim. Tyrannus, thank you very much. You just got a bunch of books. I'm going to give you one or two for free. Thank you. Now, that one I put up after, but everything else you got. I'm going to give you one moment in time for free. Thanks for joining us. 2 free books. And S gets an A. Sweet. I have 544. That's the One More Day Part 1. Perfect condition on C. I have the Amazing Spider-Man 539 near mint. Return of the Black Suit issue. Volume 1 near mint 425. First Electro-proof suit. Classic suit right there. I have... I hate when they don't say the issue. 421, first appearance of Dragonfly near mint on E. Nice. Everybody hit that like button, please, and thank you. How's everybody's weekend doing? I have 2 near minty. First cameo of Black Tarantula. Let's do that on B. 419 on B, Black Tarantula. My knees don't work. Mr. Pilgrim is going to get a B. And so is Meatball. Yeah, Lil Shady, I got you, dude. Here we got ASM 418. This is a very sad issue. This is the issue in which it's revealed that their baby, MJ and Peters, is stillborn. First appearance of Delilah, 414. This has a Batman cameo. Yes, you heard me right. 411, ASM 411, Batman cameo on B. Little piece of Maximum Carnage. We have a nice high grade 378. It's Maximum Carnage Part 3. Awesome Bagley cover. Always love that. I think it's a YouTube glitch. Mr. Pilgrim is going to get B. Bob's 8303. By the way, guys, if you are another username that I know, just let me know what your old username was. Like Bob's, I think you said your name was Lewis or Louise. I got a few Lewis and Louise, so just let me know. Sometimes YouTube does that. It gives everybody new usernames for no reasons. Here's first appearance of Venom's parents. It has a couple spine ticks, but it's actually signed by Michelini there. Enrico, I see you. That's on E. Here we got the third appearance of Carnage, another classic Bagley. That'll be down here on G, near Mint. Dennis Frangisevic is Tyrannos. Awesome. Dennis Brand. I'm going to put you in your short box. Good to have you, Dennis. I'm still Kevin. Yeah, mostly everyone's the same. That's interesting. I have the full run that I forgot to bundle, but it's the full run of what's called Round Robin. That's the full arc, $20. It's 6 issues of ASM for the Round Robin run. Gacy is going to get a G. All right, and looks like an H as well. I have a mid to high grade 347 classic cover there on I. Near Mint, first try Sentinel. That's issue 329, ASM 329. Frogger 266T. And Frogger 266T. If you happen to be, we're finding people have like new usernames today. If you already have a pile with me, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm starting a fresh pile for you. Let's see. Tyrannos, just missed it. Little Shady gets A. Here we have a high grade Spidey punching Hulk in the nuts, the final McFarlane. Frogger 266T is Todd Bowers. Wow, that really gave you a new username. Goodness. That's not even close. Mr. Bowers. Thank you, sir. All right, well, then I will say something. It is more important than ever that when you fill out that link today, I really got to get your new username on there so I can match you up with any pile that you might have had from back in the day. So let's see. Looks like Todd Bowers in the name of Frogger226 or whatever. Just got that one. Andrew Bowers, I can see that's still you. Here we have a mid to slightly low grade 299, the first appearance of Venom on B. Back to high grade we go with 296, the unofficial first appearance of Spider Cop in a dream sequence. Little Shady is going to get Venom. And Bob's 8303, what was your username again? What's your real name? Just let me know. Everyone's in disguise today. We have MJ accepts Peter's proposal. I feel like I have this every week now. That'll be the new H. First cameo of Mongoose, ASM 283 on B. Bob's Alan Smith. It's funny, that is actually a username that's already changed once or twice before. All right, let's see. Frogger got an H. So that's Todd and Meatball. There is a pinch of Silver Age ASM, I believe. Yes. Meatball gets mongoose. Non-key, but near mids 281 on, let's do A. Got another Maximum Carnage. It's part 7 near mint. B, $4. I'm going to do $5 on this Death of Wraith, 278, $5. This book is free. 277. First to claim it on I. Tyrannos gets an A and an H. Pilgrim. First and only appearance of Flash as Hobgoblin. That's a nice copy, man. 276 on B. Non-key, but I've always loved this cover of 274. High grade on H. We have a high grade Newsy 273 on A. Frogger. We have a seemingly perfect condition 268 on I. All right, and then we got options for you. Let me slow down for a second because I think this is going to be a book that gets a lot of hits. So let's see. Tyrannos. Meatball got an I. Again, don't forget, E is signed by Miscellaneous. All right, you ready? We got options for you. Needs a press. It's currently a very fine. With a press, you might be able to get like a near mint minus out of this. First Hobgoblin with tattoos, newsstand. B. I also have the same condition, 238 direct, no tats. This one's a little bit nicer. You probably don't need a press. H. Tyrannos got E. Larry Hogue is going to get B. All right. And Shady got H. And we'll finish out with a couple non-keys like 219, 218, 35 center, 178. Here's a key, but it's low grade, 122, Death of Green Goblin. Here's a mid-grade, but you encounter a bad crunch in this corner here. So maybe it's mid to low. Death of Gwen Stacy, classic stuff on E. Can I fix the? I can't do anything about the glare, unfortunately. In this new setup, I have to like literally like black out the windows. It's just something I have to do. Everett's going to get E. All right, then we have a 4-5, maybe a 5-5 in between that pocket. First Morbius, that's going to be down there on F. And I got about a 3-0. First Gwen, first Harry, first Miles Warren, and first Whip on E. Thanks, Everett. Whoo, that glare on G and H is actually pretty crazy. First appearance of Francine Faye, ASM number 2. That's the 2014 run. I am seeing Butcher's Son on E. Let's see, Butcher, do you have a pile with me? I don't think you do, so we're going to get you started. All right, that is it for ASM. Anybody want to do a wall claim, get some free books? Where is my drink? There. Don't forget to hit that like button. Go ahead and clean up what's here, and we will move on. Tyrannos claims the wall. Let's give you some free books. I'm going to give you all the $4 books for free. Free. Sweet. All right. All right. Let's do the rest of our A's alphabetically. We've got a mid to high grade 15-cent Devil Cover Action Comics 378. I think that's my only Action Comics. Venture Comics 467, first appearance of Starman, very underrated DC key. That's a nice copy of it too. Here we have a mid-grade Adventure into Fear 19, first appearance of Howard the Duck on A. You never know what we're going to run into when we go alphabetically. Uncle Lou's going to get a C. Mr. Maz is going to get an I. I also have a near mint full run of Absolute Carnage. Donny Cates run. Boogity Boo's going to get an A. Next up we have Absolute Green Lanterns, number 1. That's a cover A for you. On D, I have 3 of those. You guys enjoying the Absolute universe? Because I frickin' am. Absolute Batman, number 7. I'm just sticking cover price. So in case you missed these Absolutes, I got them. In fact, I think this one actually has a higher aftermarket value now. I'm still just doing cover price. Absolute Batman. Here's some Absolute Supermans. Number 5, that is. Absolute Wonder Woman, number 5. First Kate, some sort of key. Cover price. Let's see what we got. Kevin Wade is going to get. I do like that cover. Thanks, Kev. Tyrannos. We've got Adventure Comics. So it looks like we're done with our absolutes. Adventure Comics 451 is a mid to high grade 30-cent Aquaman. Cool. That's the only one I got. All in Aquaman number 1, first appearance of Dagon on E. And then, of course, the Jenny Frison variant. Same book. Actually, I know this is going to sound crazy coming from me. Absolute Green Lantern is the only one I haven't read yet. Kind of crazy. Now, has anyone noticed I've actually been getting back into reading again. I'm having a lot of fun. And I'm playing the wait till the trade paperback comes out. But literally, what I do is I read the books, and then when I'm done the trade paperbacks, I just slip them in your piles. So drop down below if you've gotten a free trade paperback from me. I know somebody just got the Woman of Tomorrow trade paperback. Zero through 3. Now, technically, there's a 4th issue, so it's actually missing 1 of Aliens versus Predator. But the big ones are there. There you go. Alpha Flight number 1, that's volume 2. First new Alpha Flight roster on A near mint. Alpha Flight 106, that's good enough to get graded. First major Maple Leaf and first Marvel gay character North Star comes out as gay, G. Also, Alpha Flight 90, Heather Hudson becomes Guardian, perfect condition on F. I'll ship anywhere in the world. Here's the catch for all international shippers. You're sending me the shipping label and the customs. The way around that is you could also just grab something on my eBay and I'll ship any of these piles with whatever you grab on eBay. Broader, thank you. First appearance of Jade Dragon, perfect condition, 59 Alpha Flight. Here is first cameo and full appearance, so 56 and 57 of Dream Queen. Grab the next batch. Adjust my camera. Hit that like button while we're waiting here, folks. All right, and just a reminder, we're doing no book left behind, so if we can't clear up some spots, we're done. Lord knows I could use the break, so we'll see what we can do. Come on and get your 30% off here, folks. 30 books equals 30% off. Or don't forget, at any time you can clear a row and get a free book. You can clear the wall and get 3 books. Or you could say claim Alpha Flight, you get the rest of Alpha Flight, and you probably are going to get 4 free books, but maybe more. A little shady. Thank you. Thank you, Nick from Facebook. Don't forget, you guys can join on Facebook as well. And I'm working on getting it so that it'll be YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. But Instagram's weird; it's in a different format. All right. Madison Jeffries becomes Box first Whitman Knapp as mannequin, and I didn't even upcharge it, even though it's a newsstand. There you go. I wonder if we're not even going to make it out of the A's. Let's see. Little Shady takes a J, keeping us alive. First appearance of Purple Girl. That is the daughter of Purple Man. Alpha Flight 41. Near mint on J. Kevin Wade, did I get your app? Yes, I did. Dagobah Depot is going to get a D. Dagobah, I think that is your first claim of the night. Thank you. Dagobah Depot. PGMR 30. Going to get a PGMR 30. Make sure you write what your username is. I don't recognize you. Maybe you're a completely new buyer. Interestingly, today YouTube decided to give everybody new usernames. So that's going to make my life a little difficult. That is Absolute Superman number 5. Alpha Flight 40. Anniversary border. Lord Darkwind key 34. Again, you could just say claim all the Alpha Flights. I am Phil G. Okay, PGM. PGM. There you are. You are the same as Phil G. Got it. Enrico's adding a D to the pile. I think this is the only issue from the run of Amazing Adventures I have. I have a mid to high grader, issue 12, Iron Man versus Gray Beast on D. You never know what we're going when we go alphabetically. Tyrannos. Fix that up. All right, I need to do a little wall clearing for this next set here. All right, Spawn book. I have two near mints. First Angela solo series on D. Little Shady is going to get A. Then I have the first appearance of Angela and this same series, but the whole 1 through 3 arc on A. Sleverton is going to get a D. Sleverton, I think we shipped you out, so we are starting a new pile with you, Sleverton. Can I clean A instead of D? Yes. Mr. Sanders is going to do, what's it, G and F? Thank you, Curtis. I is Absolute Wonder Woman 5. It is a first appearance. Age of Ultron 10 is first Angela in the Marvel Universe. A for Angela again. Army of Darkness 1979. It's a TMNT cover homage. Near mint on G. Then we have the first Iron Man wields the Infinity Gauntlet. Number 12. Great cover. Good colors on F. Thank you, Frogger. I see Pilgrim grabs a Hecate. Shady. Lou. Sweet, we're making some headway. Controversial issue. Hank performs some husbandly duties on Wasp. He shrinks himself down and goes to town. Yeah. Just a couple Alex Ross Kang covers that allegedly have a higher price tag, but I'm not playing that game. Kang keys are sort of down, so all my Kang stuff is low. Jedi Brick, thank you. First appearance of Cressida, another Alex Ross, as well as other keys on A. And my next books is an Alex Ross too. We just hit an Alex Ross little hole here. Also, if you do F and G, I will take $5 off if you get both. So it'd be $15 instead of $20 if you do F and G. Why is there a fly in here? All the Alex Ross. That's one way to do it. Let's give you a free book. Sweet. Just see if there's any more Alex Ross hiding. There's one. Cool. It's yours. All right. Avengers, I think volume 2. Number 8 is the first cover appearance as well of Triathlon on A. I have the first appearance and origin and cover appearance of Rage, Avengers 326 and 328. Spidey is offered membership to Avengers in 316. Don't forget to hit that like button. There is the link as well for those who need it. Mr. Gayski is doing a full run of absolute carnage. Gayski, I'm actually going to stick it in a short box, I think. Oh, look at this. So randomly, I'll put free stuff in your piles. I gave you a bunch of Mylar, Joe Gayski. I see Puerto Rico got an A. Triathlon. Thank you. Children's Crusade #1, the more valuable variant, I might add. Women of Marvel. #1, Scarlet Witch fans like that. That is a gradable. First appearance of Avengers Academy. Avengers Academy #1 on A. Don't forget to hit that like button. Looks like we're almost out of the A's, which means Batman is coming up. Thanks, Lou. All right, we have Avengers #1. There's so many keys. It's a pain in the neck to even mention of it all. I know the first thing is the first appearance of the next Avengers, and then first full appearance here on 6. So it's a bundle of that. Avengers 1 and 6. Oh, yeah, we're almost at Batman. I'm hoping we can make it all the way to the W's and the X's because I actually have a lot of Silver Age Wonder Woman today. When the hell do I have that? Let's see if we can get there. All right, first appearance of Supernova 301 Avengers near mint on C. Boogity Boo, that is issue #1. And we appear to be. I got like, I actually had a couple collections of Wonder Woman come in. So I actually, my final long box of the night, I have 7 long boxes to go through for you guys. The final long box is just Wonder Woman. When the hell does that happen? Boogity. Hey, thank you. Then we have the. I just put. You know what? This is kind of a weird one. Both of these have so many appearances that I cheated and I just said many first appearances. Why don't we just say it's $5 each? Why don't we just say $8 if you get the 2 of them? It's $2.93 and $2.91 Avengers. You can take them both. $2 gets shaved off. What's up, Geek, this week? That is 301 on C. Get it and get it gone. Geek this week takes an A. First appearance of Cubic, 289, near mint on A. Serjenko's going to get first Dagon, or is it Dagon? I don't know. It's such a new character, I guess we don't really know. First appearance of Heavy Metal, 288 on E. All right, so we got. Little Shady goes A, C, F, and G. First appearance of Artemis and Hephaestus, 281 Avengers on C. First appearance of the Dark Force Dimension, 275 Newsy on G. This is all high grade. I will let you know when it gets to be mid grade, but I don't think I brought any Avengers that aren't high grade this week. The anniversary border, Avengers 273 on A. Thanks, Geek. First appearance of the second Yellow Jacket. I actually really like that cover. Near Minty's 264 on E. The return of Jean Grey, high grade Newsy is 263 on C. First cover appearance and origin of Nebula, 260 on F. Still G. Here we have the origin of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. This one is a mid-grade, you can tell, because it's typically a $20 book, and here it is for 5. Have at. Little Shady goes with, actually, excuse me, Kevin gets an F. Give him first. Little Shady's going with G and E. Boogity, oh, sorry, Boogity. F is going. Shady's going to get C. This Jeff the Land Shark apparently got some popularity. This Avengers 24 cover. This is like brand new, like a month or two old or something. That's on C. We have a gradable copy. Adam Hughes, back row number 1, first appearance of the Mirror and Barbara, returns as Batgirl on G. I also have Batgirl, the Stephanie Brown art germ that everybody loves, number 13, near mint on F. And a fun Superpowers collection, Batman 151. That's pretty cool. $5. It's actually $1 cheaper than cover price. Shady. Cover price, first appearance of Abyss. That's the Spider-Man 1 homage cover on G. We're into Batman. We made it. Then we have Batman 126. First appearance of Failsafe. I think that's this. No, that's 118. That's first Abyss. This is first Failsafe. And then first cameo of Failsafe 125. In Mylar, no less. Very nice. I also have first Miracle Molly 106 near mint. Keeping it cover price. Also, that is one of my favorite covers of the last 10 years. That F. I love it. I love it. And when we go alphabetically, you don't know what we're going to run into. So right now, we're kind of in like a $4 and $5 range, but there are expensive books in here today. We're going alphabetically, so they arrive at random. First appearance of Ghostmaker. That's a cover price, Batman 100 on F. Don't forget to hit that like button while we wait. We do once again have a full wall. We got like less than half of the people we normally have. I don't know if there's a Comic-Con this weekend or what, but we're a little slower than usual. Okay, Revocation's gonna take a D. Good to have you, Rev. I still have no room to put a book up on a wall. It's the October slump. I literally just made a video talking about this. Facts, dude. Every year, this is standard October behavior. My wife just texted, everybody's watching football. Andrew Bowers gets an F and a C. Give me a second, folks. Is G the new series? No, not quite. That was a new creative team, but it's not the most newest. Death of Alfred, Batman 77, The Failed Wedding, 50. Keeping it cover price. Grinder Gamer. Yeah, sometimes it be like that. Who knows? Pilgrim. First appearance of Bluebird, new 52 we're into now, 28 on C. And first appearance of Duke Thomas, The Signal, near mint on F. Astro Zombie takes a G. Good at you, Noah. Kevin's going to take first Duke. First cameo of Court of Owls, and first Luca Volk in the Whisper Game. Gang. With a G on the end. Near mint number 3, new 52. All right, if I can't sell new 52. All right, Jonathan Crane. What's up, Crane? Do I have a Crane pile? No. We're starting it fresh. John Crane. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Phil. Let's put up the first appearance of Talon, number 2, near mint. That used to be like $30. That's crazy how far that's come. One of the best Batman covers of all time. That's a David Finch near mint on F. We got another Crane on A. Another very underrated bat key right here. We've got first Ellie and Batbane, 664. I actually have 2 of them. In the Grant Morrison series. Double key. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys a freebie. I'm going to stick the rest of these absolute Supermans in some random piles. Let's see. Sleverton, you got one. Froths, you got one. And John Crane, you got one. First cover of Damian Wayne, and Damian becomes Robin, unofficially, near mint H. First full appearance of Hush in costume. I have 2 copies of 619 on H. Kev, that is the first appearance of Bluebird. issue 28. Kevin, thank you. Second appearance of Harley Quinn in comics. Very underrated. 570, and that is a gradable candidate on C. Let's keep the action going, guys. Can we get some new spots cleared up on this wall? We are in Batman now, and we've got some good stuff for you. Let's keep it moving. J. Scott Campbell Classic, Batman 563. Can we get B gone? D, E, I, J. They've been here too long. Someone help me out here. All right. Thank you, sir. We have a possible 9.8 first Vesper Fairchild on C. And I thought this one was near mint, but I thought that was the 9.8. But this one is the full arc, so you have a choice. Batman 540 and 541. Case. All right. You know what? I'm going to save that for me. It's a 5 times signed issue of Nightfall. I got to have it. All right. Bane breaks Batman's back. Near mint. C. First Renee Montoya. B. First Tim as Robin. Near mint. A. Batman, Death in the Family. Near mint and Newsy. Part 2. Newsy. Every single Bat book I just put up is a near minty. Have at. Laura Leet's going to start a pile. Kev. Joe. Mr. Boogity. Good to see the Batman love. Here's the full run of Death in the Family on B. High grade, of course. I have the Whitman variant. It is mid-grade. First mention of the name Arkham and first Madman Arkham Asylum. On F, the Whitman. Sam Hain, what's up? How you doing, Sam? Good to have you. Thanks, Chan. Nick from Facebook gets an A. Ooh. Tyrannos. Grinder Gamer. Classic 321 Bats. Mid to high grade. 40 center, high grade Batman 320. 319, 40 cent high grade in Mylar. Nice. Boogity, I see your test. Shady. Crane. Claimed A twice. Oh, I think I didn't see that. Hold on. I definitely have some more of those floating around. All right, I got you. All right, Boogity. Got a bunch of these. Kevin Wade C is gone. Toronto gets F. Mr. Gomez gets an A. Fun fact about A up there, folks. That is actually from a sealed distributor pack way back in, what was that, 89, 1990, something like that. Those have actually never seen a customer's hands before, so that's really cool. Anyway, here we have a classic Riddler cover, and that is a near mint. That is a gradable candidate. 317 Batman on C. Reynolds takes another. Ivan Gomez got C. Ooh, I have to grab more Batman. Hold on. All right, next. I always loved this two-face cover. 314. It is a mid-grade Newsy, 40 center on B. Here we have a 313 mid-grade first Tim Fox and first Catwoman kiss with Batman. Newsy on C. Also, a fun fact: there is a Whitman of that that's particularly valuable. Keep an eye out there. Frogger takes an A. Ivan grabs a B. Grinder. Next up, we have Bats 310, mid to high grade, 40 center on C. 308, first Tiffany Fox, high grade, B. First Thanatos, 305, high grade, F. Almost sounds like Thanos, but it's not. Grinder Gamer. Ivan got F. This is a very high grade 301, which is a 35-cent Bats, and a 299 Bats. Let's see. Phil gets an A. I think I have just one left. Ivan. Ivan's going for that 30% off. Grinder Gamer's going to get the last A. Let me see if that is the last, quote unquote. I have 4 left. Wow, that's crazy. I used to have a billion of those. Actually, that one actually tells me its significance, so I'm going to keep that one up. Who was that? Grinder. Boogity, you did get an A. Yes, Ivan. Then we have Batman 298, mid grade C, 35 center. Mid to high grade 297. 296, classic cover. Mid to high grade F. Always loved it. Ivan gets a C. And a B. And an F. Whoo! Ivan's quick today. Good God, man. You're clean. All right, 295 B, 294 C, 293 F. All high grade. I'm at the gym on the treadmill. Wow. You can thank your gym's Wi-Fi because you just got C as well. Tyrannos got F. But you got B. Guys, help me out with some of these other spots. Before I put more Batman up, we keep just juggling the same spots. I have Batman keys on G, H, and I at just cover price. Well, except for H. I have another Batman, 151 here. Well, Shady is going to get one out of here. Nice. Are you on Whatnot? Nah, man. Whatnot's fine and all, but I got a good thing going on here, and I don't have to eat a 10% fee or whatever that they do over there. All right, let's do another classic Riddler cover. 292 high grader in Mylar. Classic Jim Aparo cover, very high grade, 291. First Skulldugger and first appearance of Death, 289, bundled with 290. Sean Alvarado is going to go G. And I think also A. Yes, Sean gets a G and an A. Thank you, sir. All right, where are we? All right, sweet. A little bit more Batman. Here's a 285, a 287, 288, mid-grade, mid to low grade, first Steel Claw, 271. Green. Shady. Oh, I missed that. Mid to low, 269 on B. Mid to low, 189. First Silver Age Scarecrow. Boom. Fry is doing, that's an interesting one. Fry is taking rest of bats except for the A's. Can we get a hell yeah? Of course we can. Mark Fry, let me get you started. Mark, give me a second. All right, Mark just blasted us through the Batman, and so we are moving on. Actually, you know what? Let me get a double confirmation. Mark, are you taking all the Batman or just the Batman on the wall? Let me know. That's a big, depending on what you say here, is going to mean how many free books you get. So let's see. I'll at least give you what's on the wall. Oh, well, here's what I'm going to do. You just got all these for free. At least those for free. Let's see how much is left. You might be getting a few more. Let's get a hell yeah in the chat. Snaps, snaps for days. Thank you. Mr. Marktatious, crushing the bats. Sorry, I got the sniffles. Do you even want this full run of Nightfall? That's a little different than some of these others, so I'm just going to leave it here. Let me know. I know you said all, but I want to confirm. It's a fat boy. And I know that this makes no sense. They don't match at all, but I'm going to give you this for free. The Angela and Purple Girl. All right, full run of Nightfall, folks. Hold on. Claim Nightfall. If he doesn't want it, it says Gomez. You know what that means? That means I need to start you in a short box, Mr. Ivan. That just put you past my largest box otherwise. Ivan. All right, Ivan, you are halfway through a short box. Don't forget to hit that like button. Keeping it alphabetical. We have a near mint newsy. Blue Devil number 6. First appearance of Bolt becomes Dreadbolt. D for Dreadbolt. This is kind of a tough one to get. The full Prelude to Doomsday Clock. This is not easy to collect. This spans through a lot of different titles. That's on B. Full run of 3 Jokers, and it also includes the Joker 80th anniversary. There you go. Very difficult New York City ashcan of Doomsday Clock, and I also threw a Doomsday Clock number 1 in there. And then while we're at it, I have 2 full run of Doomsday Clocks. We have a cover A and a cover B. Ivan Gomez is going to get a B. All right, I got an H. Chan, where did I put your pile? Oh boy, Chan. Oh, you're down here. That's right. You're also getting C. Nice. And you're getting a cover A bundle. And Ivan's getting a cover B bundle. Excuse me. Battle Beast number 1, in case you missed it. Very tough to find in this grade. First, Blood Shadows. Blade 6. That's a low print run there. Late 90s. A little shady. Got another full run for you. The Gail Simone full 2010 run of Birds of Prey. There's actually a couple art germs in here that go for decent money there. I also have first Doman Prime and Ink. I love when I can't read my own handwriting. We have a cover price Birds of Prey, all in special number 20. Chan's going for bundles today. Love to see it. Oh, it's going to be a drink something today. We have a perfect condition Newsy Black Knight number 1. First solo series of Dane Whitman. It's weird that it took them into the 90s to finally do the first series there. Here we have a mid-grade first appearance of Black Lightning on E. Apparently, it's a $50 high. I'm trying it out for 40, and I think it actually might stand a shot at a 9.8. First cover appearance of Shuri as Black Panther, and apparently this variant is more valuable than cover A. So there you go. On C, or H, excuse me. First appearance of Bob, the Agent of Hydra, Cable, and Deadpool 38. This is a fun week. I have very different stuff than I typically have. It's not my usual pocket for you, but it's fun to have different books in. Hit that like button. First appearance of Scorn, the Spawn of Carnage. That's number 5 from the Wells Carnage run. That's not so easy to find either on A. Let's do some more Carnage USA. These things have some unbelievable value. I was looking these up on eBay solds, seeing even higher than this. Carnage USA, if it's near mint, 20 bucks. It's actually more. First Clayton Cream, Mercury Team, USA number 2. Here's number 1. Hey, I don't really know, but some of these stinking Carnage USA books are more valuable now than the actual first, second, third appearance of actual Carnage. Crazy. Crazy, man. There you go. All right, first appearance of Leon Hoskins. First appearance of Power Tools. Cap, 373. First appearance of Joseph Chapman and Kenneth Crichton. Cap, 253. Yo, anybody like Opeth? Drop a like on the video if you like Opeth. I've been really digging my progressive death metal lately. Andrew Bowers, thank you, sir. Let's put another one. This is the final issue, scarce final issue of Cap Volume 1. It's issue 454. Oh, what's that? Near Mint Newsies. Scarce final issue and Newsy. That's awesome. Revocation, I love that album. I agree that it definitely took a listen or two to get me totally behind it, but I am glad that I did. Boogity and Joe. Give me a second, guys. All right, where are we? All right, now we're into Catwoman. Here's some classic Alex Ross. Batman 685. Classic Alex Ross Catwoman cover in near mint on J. By the way, guys, take FNG and I'll knock 10 bucks off. I forget who got part 1, but take FNG and I'll throw $10 to the wind. Not to mention you'll very likely get 10, 20, or 30% off. Actually, tell you what, if you get AFNG, I'll give you A for free. That's a $20 book on your boy right here. New Megadeth. Turning Point was okay. I thought it was okay. Oh, that was an older J. So we're actually going to give that to Brock Peterson. All right, then I have some Art Germ Catwomans on J up for grabs. Hold on, I might have to. There we go. Now you can actually see it. Barley gets a J. Next one. Although we have a full wall, so I am going to need some spots cleared up in order to get things up here. Thanks, Esmeralda. Revocation as well. Why do I feel like we're still... There we go. Ooh, we got Bronze Age horror coming up. Look at that. Nice condition. But we got to clear the wall in order to do it. I will do that. I will do that. You guys will have to let me know why those 2000s Carnage stuff are so valuable. I don't know them. We have a high grade Chamber of Darkness, number 8. We have a little bit of Bronze Age horror sprinkled in today. Today is a weird amalgamation of like 8 different collections in one. And obviously, you've seen a lot of the collections was like $5 books, but we're going to find these little pockets, especially when we get to Doctor Strange, where it's like suddenly like Silver Age and bigger things. So let's just see. Lou's going to get F. I still could use some help getting some new spots open on this wall, guys. It is good art, I will say. All right, here's another one. Number 6 on F. Or you could just say claim all Chamber of Darkness. B is out of here. We've got a reminder to hit that thumbs up. And Brian, I think I owe you a response. Sorry things have been so cray. Claim all Chamber. All right, all Chamber is out of here. All right, then I've actually had this in my shop for over a month. A super crispy, it's in Mylar and everything. Champions number 1. Super clean copy, guys, on B. Boogity. Swipe that pretty fast. Before I put up the next thing, can we get a little bit of a clearing? Claim all Blue Devil. I only got one. Kev, thank you. Although there is, I feel like there is one Blue Devil key that is actually valuable. It's weird. I'm completely drawing a blank. Then we have a bunch of cherry Pop-Tart. Very desirable stuff. Or I'll throw it out there. You could just say claim all cherry. I'll give you a couple for free. Tyrannos gets the rest of the cherry. I'm going to give you a couple for free. Free. All right, this is apparently some scarce thing here. Astro Zombie's going to get that final art germ. Thank you, sir. Some 12 center. It's a key I've never found out. It has a crazy high if you find it on Key Collector. Creature of the Black Goon inspired book here. I don't know. This, the creature number 1. Maybe you horror guys know what it is, but I've never had that book before. There you go. And obviously, if you get that, I'll make this book for free. Another creature, the Black Lagoon thing. Definitely. Cherry Pop Tart is not easy to find, so I totally understand that. Here we have a mid grade Death of Barry Allen, Crisis 8. We have a near mint first full appearance and cover appearance of the Anti Monitor. We also have a near mint of number 4. I know it's a cameo of Anti Monitor. There's a couple other things that make it a key. I just can't remember. Didn't have a full run this week. And frankly, those are from different collections. J and F are near mint. This was more mid grade on B. Sure. In the meantime, Curtis is going to get a B. Where would it say? Creature number 1, August 1964. I'm waiting to see something that says second print. Look at that. Well, I don't know if you can see it. Reprinted by popular demand. So I'm guessing then this is the reprint. So I don't know. You tell me, Jackpot Heroes, what does a second print do? 1964 is the second print. First print. No, let me get rid of this tape. So what's the second print worth? Like 50 bucks? Why don't we do an auction? Yeah, let's do that. I haven't done one of those in a while. All right, so it's not going to be 100 bucks then. I probably should have caught that. Sorry. Let's do this. By the time this timer goes off, whatever the claim on D will be the one that won. Let's get it started. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Let's get a starting bid at $1 and let's go up to whatever the heck you guys want to pay for that. You have, of course it didn't take. Hey Siri, start a timer for 45 seconds. All right. Last person to do the highest claim on D is going to get it. You have about 30 seconds. Ed's currently in the lead at 10 bucks. We have a Lil Shady at 20. Lil Shady in the lead at 20 bucks. Ed's at 21. Lil Shady at 30. Uncle Lou at 35. Let's see if anyone came in higher. Lil Shady at 45. We're going to give it to you for 45, Lil Shady. And you got a free book as well. Cool. Awesome. All right. Then we have a full run of the Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix in near mint. You know how we do it over here. We still have that stinking full wall. We are stuck, man. Let's get a little movement going on here. We got keys. We got all kinds of stuff. We have 7 long boxes. We are only a long box and a half through. We have a long way to go. We got some really good stuff today, but I'd love to see us actually get there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that if we can't clear a wall in the next 2 minutes, maybe I will get to join my wife after all at the town parade. So I'm going to start a timer for 2 minutes. If we can't do it, we're going to say sayonara and cut it short. 300 is going to get B. I'm open to offers too and everything. Let me give you guys a full run. First, Emissaries of Evil. It's a mid to low grade Daredevil annual #1. Let's see what we got. Brian's going to claim the wall. We do not need to go to a timer. Brian, you're going to get some free books for that, of course. Thank you, good sir. And I've got a pile from you from a little bit ago. All right. So we did not have to end this early. Brian, I'm going to give you first Black Heart for free. What else? And a couple other Daredevil books I'm going to give you for free. All right. Speaking of Daredevil, here is a newsie, mid to high grade. First Elektra, misspelled on the cover. On E for Elektra. Here we have Dark Crisis 3, first appearance of Red Canary. This is also the variant that is her first cover appearance on B. Dagobah, nice. Now I just have to find where the heck I actually put the file. There you are. First appearance of Captain Savannah, near mint gradable copy, newsie. DC Comics presents Annual 3. Next is a scarce, darker image #1, the Platinum, which I threw in completely for free, a regular. First appearance of Max and Bloodwolf. I will do this for 10. It says 15. Forget that. Roger, I'll check that in a second. First cameo at $10. Cameo, first full appearance of Delta. It's the full run, 10, not 15. All right, Roger Pilgrim, you actually were behind Butcher, who was behind Dagobah. So no, I'm afraid he got that. Nope. I think that technically, I see that that's an E there. So we are going to give that to Roger. Even though he had a T in front of it, I see what he meant. It counts. And then we have, where are we? Boogity got a D. Boogity boo. Looks like Brian got a C and a G. Let me just write that this is a 10. He can have it. I get it. Thanks for being a good sport, Dagobah. Right. First appearance of Gen 13, Deathmate Black. Deathstroke, #1, near mint. First appearance of Korvac, mid to low, giant-sized defenders, #3. Speaking of art germ, Detective Annual 12, a nice early art germ. First appearance of Night Runner. Detective 1030. First appearance of Kayuki and Nakano. I have no idea who those are. I'm so behind on my detective reading, it's not even funny. Is that an Inukli? Honestly, I don't know. All right, now we're into detective. I see. I don't think I have a lot of detective comics this week, but I'll see what I can do. First, Korvac's nice on G. First, Newt Brody and Arkham Knight in comics and absolute required reading. Incredible, incredible book if you haven't read that yet. We also have the first Rebirth, the one where they made Clayface the good guy. First issue of Detective Rebirth. Full run, high grade of Mudpack. Full run, 2-part arc includes his first appearance of Anarchy. First appearance of Bone Crusher, near mint. On A, and I will actually, this is actually let's do this. Ignore that on A. We have 600th anniversary, first Henry Ducard, but this is a full arc here, so it's $18. Why don't we just say the full arc? You get Bone Crusher and Henry Ducard, $15. I'm gonna make a new sticker. Just remove those. Okay, cool. Radical. All right, full wall. Korvac. Nice. First appearance of the Corrosive Man. Also, amazing cover. Is that Ray Fogel? I think it is. Nice high grade copy of Detective 587. Here is 585, first appearance, and second appearance and cover. High grade of Ratcatcher. And then we have a mid to high grade first Leslie Tompkins. And I think that's it for my detective. Brain. And this is a book I find very infrequently. Dark Horse Presents 54 is the first appearance of John Byrne's Next Men. The price is on the sticky note. All right, and then I think we're going to have some fun with this. Here is a bunch of Disney variant covers. Now, the fun fact, I was very lazy and I did not go in and find all the ones that were keys. So we are just going to make them $5. It'll be a complete mystery, and you might wind up with one or two that's worth a lot. So the Disney variants of Marvel books, and there are definitely some keys in there that are worth a hell of a lot more than that, but there you go. Brian, let me get you a short box. Oh, okay. Give you some free books as always. Thank you. Oh, I think I just moved my camera, didn't I? Yep. There it is. All right. Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. The first Doctor Doom solo series. Very strange that Prowler and Solo and Maverick got their own solo series in the 90s. But it took until like 5 years ago for us to finally get our Doctor Doom solo series. Weird. A couple keys in this too. Doom War, full solo run of that. Marvel Rivals, I just had this in there. Cover price. People like those. There you go. First appearance of Fear Lords and Nox. Cameo, full appearance, Newsy bundle. We're now doing those for just 10. I have 3 of them. Let me adjust. Come on. Come on. Hello. There it is. Sometimes that auto adjusting camera is really annoying. First appearance of the Shadow Queen, mid to high grade, 43. Then I kept all the best covers that I brought today. The rest I threw in the antique shop. 39 covers, just dope. I kept all the. This one's actually a key. I think I forgot to write what that is, but that's on E. This is a near mint. Freaking love that cover. First appearance of Watum, 34. I kept all the Brunner covers for you guys today. Beautiful Doc Strange art. First Dweller in Darkness. A couple keys in here too. Or you could just say claim Doc Strange. Revocation goes A and G. Love that cover on A, man. Love it, love it, love it. Freaking love it. Like, look at this art, man, dude. This guy right here, Brunner. Oh my goodness, that dude could draw. Probably my favorite Bronze Age artist. Quite honestly, here's another one. Beautiful books. Curtis Sanders gets one. This is The Origin of Doctor Strange in number 21. Beautiful. Or you could say claim Doc Strange. I'll give you a couple for free. We've hit a wall on Doc Strange. Let's see what we can do. Doc Strange, which means Mr. Wu is going to get some freebies. Free. Free. I'll give you this one for free too. Beautiful covers, man. Get you the rest of the Doc. All right. First appearance of Feathery Duck, the Donald Duck Free Comic Book Day from a few years ago. First appearance of Casey Brink and AHL, whoever that is, issue number 1, Doom Patrol. First Coagula and Cogpiece, the Vertigo Doom Patrol 70, and I have all the keys from that. 67, first Bandage People, first Candlemaker, first full Candlemaker, 57. First Hellblazer John Constantine as a costumed hero in a dream, 53. 51, first cameo of Candlemaker. First Sex Men, 48. This is first cameo. That's second cameo of Candlemaker on E. Or you could say Claim Doom. We've got Sleverton on B. We have first full appearance and cover appearance of Flex Mentallo. It's also the origin of Doom Patrol. That's number 36. Mr. Strillick from Facebook got an H. And another Facebook, D to Nick. First, Danny the Street, first cameo of Flex Mentallo, and first Fake Men, number 35 on H. Make sure to hit that like button, please and thank you. Yeah, it looks like we're stuck again. Revocation gets the Flex Mentallo. Revocation, let me see. No. You know what? Let me go to F real quick. I have something very valuable, Flex Mentallo, the full original series. Very hard to find. I've never had this before. That's for a fact. And it's got a little bit of a price tag to it, but still super cool. Again, I've got very different stuff today. G, F, and A are gone. First, Hoodman Shane and Hoodman Blind, 33. First appearance of Decorator, Decreator, I don't know, I can't read, 32. First, Willoughby Kipling, 31. The Grant Morrison Doom Patrol has a lot of small keys in it, actually. I've never really noticed that because I never actually really get this run in. That's kind of cool. Thanks, Sled. I have no idea what that's about there. Beyonder. Thanks, Beyonder. Wait, that's actually really weird. I'm glad you guys let me know about that. Hold on. You know, YouTube actually does have customer service. I can let them know that that's going on and ask them to remove that. First, Brotherhood of. Damn it, I can't read my handwriting. Brotherhood of Dada. I can't even read. 26 on A. First, Red Jack 23. And 2, this is the big one, 2 near mints of Crazy Jane on G. First, Crazy Jane. From Facebook, we have a claim on A. happens throughout the sale. Yeah, I don't love that. All right, there's the link. Let me finish up our Doom Patrol. First appearance of Dorothy Spinner. This is actually a different, earlier volume. Number 14 on A. We only have a few more D's, and then we're on to what looks like Fantastic Four up next. Hit that like button. Yeah, maybe that's why I never noticed, because I have all the ad blockers on mine. Anybody want to just say claim rest of Doom Patrol? This is a weird one, but if you say claim rest of Doom Patrol, I'll give you Doom War for free. That's a $30 bundle right there. Any takers? I'm eager to get to the Fantastic Four. Well, I'm eager to get to Wonder Woman, but honestly, I don't even know if we're going to get there. We usually have 200 people in the chat at these sales, and we got like 80 right now. Sleverton's doing the rest of Doom Patrol. Even though this is Marvel's Doc Doom, I'm still going to give it to you for free. It's a little random, but I know you'll enjoy it. I'm going to give you this unrelated book too for free. Yay, free stuff. Thank you, sir. Doom Patrol. Rock and roll. Okay, that rhymed. Thanks, Sleverton. Next is Fantastic Four. FF, number 1, First Future Foundation. B, oh, I have 2. First, Helensman and Cormont. I don't know. Alex Ross, number 25. 607 and 608. Black Panther related key, so I made them a bundle. First, Aisha, Kismet Paragon. Volume 2, number 11. First appearance of Huntara and the Fearsome Foursome, 377 on G. 358, $15 high, but I always move them for 10. First, Paibok the Power Scroll, 347 near mint in Mylar. First, new Fantastic Four. Here we have classic Dr. Byrne, John Byrne classic cover, and a newsie, 258. D is going to 300. Speaking of classic covers, Destruction of the Scroll Prone World. Very high grade. A. Love that cover. Love it, love it. First appearance of Valeria Richards. 254. First, Franklin Richards as an adult. This is an imperfect copy. It's a mid-grade. His name is Avatar. F. Classic cover, mid to high grade, 243 on A. First Samurai Destroyer, and actually it is a sort of homage to an FF number 1. I see a Beyonder. Revocation. Here we have a mid to high first Terrax. New Herald of Galactus. First appearance of the Champions of Xandar, near mint, 208. I think if you come to visit my antique shop, I have like 10 of those. Sometimes it be that way. First appearance of Empress Urkill. Don't ask me to properly pronounce that. 206, beautiful copy. Let's get more FF. $205, first Nova Core and first appearance of Rule. RUL. RUL. High grade. 177, first Texas Twister and Captain Ultra. Mid to high. I did not expect us to get stuck on FF. Got some good stuff here, guys. What is D? That is 206. Small key there. Henrico's going to claim the wall. Let's give him some free shit. Boom. Free. Boom. Free. Bam. Free. Gotta love my terrible handwriting. Okay. Next. Oh, wait, it's right here. All right. Okay. The rest of our FF. 176, mid to high grade cameo of Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Classic Galactus versus High Evolutionary. That is a high grader for sure on C. Great cover. Oh, I got two. First appearance of Gore the Golden Gorilla. High grade on D. Classic Hulk versus the Fantastic Four. High grade 167 on G. Classic 166 Hulk versus Thing. H. Lou and Penrico. Death of the Crusader. C. First appearance of Frankie Ray. Reintroduction of Marvel Boy. B. 164, 165. Classic Doc Doom cover. High grade 156. 25 center on E. Partial origin of Silver Surfer and Shala Ball. Mid to high grade 25 center on I. Marriage of Quicksilver and Crystal. High grade 150. J. That is a good cover. Well, people are going to get a lot of free stuff today. I've been doing some reading, which means you're going to see trade paperback show up in your pile. I just inherited some DVDs, and I don't sell DVDs, so you're going to see some DVDs in your pile. We're going to have some fun. A, H, and G. You got that. That was Beyonder. You got it, homie. Enrico got a J. $140, Origin of Annihilus, mid-grade G. First appearance of Adam Warlock as him. This is about, I'd say about a 5. That's up on A. Funny thing happens when you go alphabetically. Whoop-ha. First cover appearance of Galactus. 49. This issue's about a 3.5. $300 on E. Thanks, George. First appearance of Greg Gideon and Thomas Gideon. We've got issue 34. It's about a 6 on H. What genre are the movies? It's all comic related, quite honestly. Thanks, George. This is the book from the thumbnail. We actually have a very nice, I think it might even get white pages if you were to grade it, at least a 6, which is very respectable for a Fantastic Four annual #1 on F for Fantastic Four. Ed's getting a big boy. Fantastic Four annual 21 and 25. First appearance of Acronauts and first full appearance. There's also a Victor Timely Kang related key in there somewhere. I forget how. Near mint bundle. Actually, if they price out individually, it's like $30, $40. But there you go. That's the rest of my FF. We have Fear Itself, which is the full storyline. $10. Those of you who like bundles. Those of you who like bundles, you'll like this full run Final Crisis and Near Mint on F. And then my favorite first appearance of Dax, or Dexstar, excuse me. And first full appearance of Atrocitus, Near Mint. SBC _ blue cheese. All right, SBC _ blue cheese. That's a new one. Thank you, Mr. Blue Cheese. And I applaud your taste in cheese, for the record. I'm a blue cheese man myself. Thank you. SBC. This is how I'm going to invoice you after the show. So just make sure you fill out this link. Okay. And YouTube has been changing people's usernames. So if you are someone who's been a regular of mine, just let me know who you are. And if you're someone new, that's cool too. All right, then I have all the Firepowers. First appearance of Firepower. Then we have an actual Firepower #1. Robert Kirkman. The Free Comic Book Day actually does predate the actual Firepower #1, though. Second appearance of Firestorm #2. Nice copy. No, I don't have a Firestorm #1. Not this week. Got it, Ed? All right, we're stuck on a wall. Let's see what we can do. Again, first Atrocitus and the Red Lantern Corps on J. That's the big one here. Full run of Final Crisis on F. Some good stuff. Federico's getting a few more FF on G and I. I have a little pinch of horror. The Forbidden Tales of Dark Mansion #7, mid-grade. Nice cover. Frankenstein, issue 1. I got a Newsy near mint minus Gambit for solo. Tough to find that in Newsy. Budget for the weekend blown. Form filled out. Have a great day. Well, thank you, Blue Cheese. Really appreciate it. We are stuck. All right, we are going to go to a timer, which is something we have not had to do in, I want to say, a good 3 months or so. Oh, football season. Hey Siri, start a timer for 2 minutes. I don't think we're getting to that Wonder Woman today. All right. We got a minute and 20 seconds left if we want to keep this party going. We are in the F's. We need to make it all the way to Z. I don't know if we're going to get there. It's been a little slow today. Boogady's going to get a free comic book day. There's some really good stuff coming up. Let's see what we can do. That is the full run, first full storyline of Fear Itself, Uncanny X-Force. "30 seconds left. All we have to do is, yep, all right. Kevin kept us alive. Barely, but alive. Thanks, Kev. We're still here. Let's clear that timer. Phil. First appearance, I don't know what happened to the sticker, but first, Lilith and the Midnight Suns, Ghost Rider 28. That is going to be $15, $25 high, but I always do 15. Let me just write a new sticker for you. All new Ghost Rider #1, first Robbie Reyes. Is that the Scotty Young? Kind of looks like Scotty Young variant right there on B. Sleverton. Thank you, sir. I also have Ghost Rider Final Bet. Ooh, nice Mylar. Hood becomes the spirit of vengeance. This is the Inuk Lee cover and Bride's exclusive with the regular cover and the Virgin variant also on B. And again, G is a newsstand. I feel like that's a key detail. First appearance of Vengeance. Near mint. Canarico. I was waiting. I was thinking about grading that if that didn't go today. Guys, want to see my dog? Come here, Peachy. She's a heavy girl. Good girl. All right, go. Go. All right, Uncle Lou takes the newsie. All right, let's see. The first ever giant size, it was called Giant Size Superstars featuring Fantastic Four. And they actually changed the title, so issue 2 is Giant Size Fantastic Four. But it's Giant Size Superstars, classic Hulk versus Thing, and the first ever Giant Size. That one's a relatively low grade copy, hence the $15 instead of like 100. There you go. Godzilla, number 1, mid grade. J. Everett, good choice. I'm going to give this to somebody for free. That is a hard sell book. First meeting of Green Arrow and Red Canary. That is a brand new stinking book there on H. First appearance of Troublemaker, Green Arrow number 2 on J. Anybody got a full wall claim in them? I'll make a pretty darn friendly full wall claim if you do. Brian Harmon, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well, man. Oh boy, are we gonna have to go back to a timer? See, I want to like stop the show and end early, but the reality is, I spent I think about 8 grand this week on getting this stuff in, so I can't actually stop. I'm gonna need some help. We got to do a little claiming here. We got a long way to go before we get to Wonder Woman. We got some good stuff coming up. Let's see what we can do, folks. Phil's gonna get a little guy. The Kevin Smith Green Arrow number 1 near mint. Sam Hain as a D. Next, Sam. Green Lantern number 6, relatively new book. It's the Green Lantern Volume 349 homage cover. First appearance of Korg, Green Lantern number 4, cover price. Dagobah takes a bundle. And why am I forgetting where your pile is? Dagobah. There you are. First appearance of Nathan Broom, Green Lantern number 2, cover price F. Is that Tim Allen? It kind of looks like him. Green Lantern number 1, first appearance of Revenant Queen and Green Lantern Shepherd. Cover price. All right, it looks like I'm going to be doing some grading. What on this wall? I think the 9/8 that I'd actually want to get graded are these two. All right, we're now on Green Lantern. Got some Green Lantern keys coming up. We just got to open up some spots to be able to do it. Boogity. Good choice. Thank you, sir. Boogity, I'm going to give you this for free. Uncle Lou. First appearance of Erastus. Green Lantern number 20, cover price. Green Lantern Core number 2, the acetate variant. That's actually lower than cover price. Green Lantern number 9, its first appearance of the second tattooed man. That's not why people want it. People like the cover. And also, it's a classic Batman given the Green Lantern ring and he sees his parents with it. Everyone likes that. First appearance of Tri-Eye, Lasher, and Rillock something. Some Sinestro Corps Lantern members of note. Tri-Eye goes to Little Shady. First appearance of Alyssa Drax. The most recognized Sinestro Corps member other than obviously Sinestro. Can I claim I for 8? Sure you can. Surely. Dark Mansion. All right, then we have the first appearance of everybody. If you know, you know. On I, nice high grade. All right, we're stuck again. Okay. All right, we're going back to a timer. Hey Siri, start a timer for 2 minutes. I should just take October off. I really should. Full run of Secret Origin on I. I'm going to cancel the timer. Condition of A is possibly perfect. It's even marked for grading. All right, and back to the timer we go. Gosh, okay. Woo! I don't think we're making it to the end. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Why are there like 5 flies in here? It's cold out. The yellow labels. What do you mean, Grinder? The yellow labels are the price. You've been buying meat from me for months. You know this. Curtis is going to take an A. Jonathan wants to know about B for fun. Sure. Let me clear that along. All right, I have a couple 1 1 in 25s from that run. My all-time favorite from the Blackest Night. That is just amazing. And then we have the Blue Lantern Kyle Rayner cover, which I also love. A couple 1 in 25s in near mint. Just a darker yellow. Oh, he means these. No, that just means I ran out of stickers. Ran out of the usual stickers. Uncle Lou, love that freaking cover, man. Love it. All right. First full appearance of Kyle Rayner, and for the one where he actually becomes Green Lantern. Perfect condition on V. We also have Glow in the Dark cover, first appearance of Parallax and Death of Sinestro, number 50. We also have a Newsy, first appearance of Fatality, pegged to get graded on E. There we go. Maybe we're out of the slump now. Bauer's got an A. Then I have the first cameo of Fatality again with the first full appearance bundle on B. Then we have 110, 113, and 114 as a bundle. First, Martin Van Wyck. 113 is when he becomes Effigy, and 114 is when he starts the Effigy Corps. So that's all 3 Effigy Corps related keys. And that is the last of my Green Lantern. Next up, we have Hulk and Howard the Duck. Bowers again. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Okay. Nice high grade first appearance of the second Grendel from Kamiko on A. I do have Star Wars. We're on G. We got a long way to go before we get to S. I do have it. I actually have 2 first appearance of Dr. Aphra today. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, we got about 50 seconds left to keep us going here. Boogady's keeping it. E and A. Thanks, Boog. Just a Jenny Frison variant of Grimm #1. Jenny Frison's one of the hot artists of the time. We also have a Scotty Young, Hollow's Eve. This book I'm just going to get for free. Looks like Kevin Wade, you got a free book. Esmeralda. Perfect copy of Harley 1 from the New 52. Goat Boy, a bunch of other characters in there. Sorry, Nick from Facebook, you just missed that one. appearance of Alloy and first solo Kate Bishop series near mint in Mylar. Hawkeye number 1. Astro takes the prison. I'm going to make a bundle for you guys. All right, $5. Hawk World, the one shot that started it all, that was so popular, they made their own series about it. People have a lot to say because it actually messed with the canon. Well, that's just going to be $5 for the two. Training. I is the full run of Secret Origin. Bob's is going to get A. I need a reminder on who that was. That was Smith. Got it. I do have Bronze Age bundles. Actually, I forgot about that. Let me move that up there. Anyone want Bronze Age bundles? I got them here on I. They're all marble. All marble this week. H. We're into H. First Heathcliff. Esmeralda. And Bowers. Ez gets A. Second printing, first appearance of Punchline, Hell Arisen, number 3. You see that better? Bronze Age bundles on I, or you can say claim bronze bundle. Anyone want to say claim there's Green Arrow and Green Lantern, but if you just say claim green, I'll give you a couple for free. I'll give you all the green keys up on the wall. Give you a couple for free. What's up, Nerdy Bob? No Conan today. I actually get Conan in kind of rarely. Conan's also one of those books, for some reason, I put to the antique shop. There's always some titles that I just put in the antique shop and some other titles that I put here. Like, I'm glad I brought some Ghost Rider today because I noticed that I have a tendency to only keep Ghost Rider there. All right, folks, we're going to go to a timer again. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Let's see what we can do. We haven't had to go to a timer. I don't even remember the last time we had to go to a timer. We have less than half of the typical crowd today. Big football day. Being October doesn't help. If you saw my video this week, I actually talked about the October specific slump. 15 seconds left. I think for the first time in months, we're about to see a show end early. Let's see what we can do. I'll extend it an extra 10 seconds, but that's pretty much it. Again, I threw out an offer on the greens. If you wanted to take the whole wall, you could take the greens. Kevin Wade is going to have us limp a little further. Let's go for it. I got a HeroGasm #1. It's not perfect. The perfect gets reserved for like a $20, $30 price. It's still pretty good. You can take this specific bundle, sure. Actually, that kind of like nicely almost does your short box, so that works. Laura Leet's going to claim all greens, so why don't we do this? Let's take all the green down. That gives us a nice wall there. Let's go free and free. 2 frees for you, Chan Kane. Please and thank you. And look at that. We are now in the game. We're still here. Got a nice Howard the Duck #12. This is the first appearance of Kiss. We got a little shady, gets an A. First appearance of Tara Tom. Cover price. Actually, it's $1 cheaper than cover price. Howard the Duck 1. Actually, I have 2 of those. Boogity. Here we have 2 cameo and full appearance bundles of Titan Hulk on D. We have the first appearance of Monolith, Hulk #9 on C. And here we have first Titan Hulk, the store exclusive and Virgin on E. And if you want just the Virgin, that'll be on J. Nerdy Bob is going to get one. Nerdy Bob. Thanks, Nerdy Bob. Who got the other one? Nick. Thanks, Nerdy Bob. Yeah, it's been doing that all day. All right, first appearance of Amadeus Cho as Hulk, and one of my favorite recent characters from Marvel. First appearance of Lady Hellbender. Totally awesome Hulk #1 near mint. Number 15 is the first appearance of the Protectors near mint. And number 3 is the first Kid Kaiju and first cover appearance of Lady Hellbender. We also have a Hulk #4. First Banner versus Red Hulk, the rarer second print. I'm going to lower the price on that. Let's just do $10. Hulk Wolverine, it's a reprint of 180, 181. Let's just do 10. I also have first appearance of Maestro in a gradable candidate bundled with the first cover appearance on G. First cameo of Sakaar near mint. World War Hulk #5. Uncle Lou gets a G. Let's make our way down here to the Hulk. Here's a Red Hulk #1. This is like a brand new book. Got his first solo series this year. That's just cover price. Cover A. and Sandy. We're still here. We got 100 people. Sam Hain's going to do a DFH. Nice. Ah! That legitimately actually scared me. Okay. My man. Hulk Books Continueth. First appearance of the Green Door. 620, Volume 1. 604 is the first appearance of the second Harvey. Love that cover. Yeah. In fact, look, I love when I can say this. Every book on the wall is near mint to mint. It has been a very near mint heavy day, actually. A couple of the collections I got in this week, I had like actually 7 or 8 different collections of different sizes came into the shop this week. It was insane. A lot of it was $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 books, but you know what? Hey, that's good stuff. And the it was just unread stuff in really nice condition. Anyway, so we are on Hulk right now. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm just texting a friend something. All right. Oh, we have a Nesmith claim on a full wall. John, do you want me to start a short box for you, or do you want to keep it a smaller pile? Sometimes you have a tendency to be a short box guy, so I ask. All right, I am going to give you. I'm going to give you the full wall. I'm going to give you the Lady Hellbender covers, both of them, for free, and the Red Hulk for free. And let me know about the if you want to start a short box or if you want to do a smaller order. Get you a pile. Let me know. Let's see where the day takes us. I agree. I better, yeah, you know what? I'll just stick you here and we'll see if you need a short box. All right. Where are we? Hulk. Still on Hulk. All right. Here we have Hulk 418 and the variant cover of 418. $15 high, so this should be $30. We're going to drop $10 off. First appearance of Talos, the Untamed Bundle. I also have 407, Mere Mint. First appearance, cover appearance of Piecemeal. 394, first appearance, cover appearance of Trauma. 379, first Delphi, Ajax, Achilles, Hector, and Paris. We've got 2 Professor Hulks. 377, nice high graders, of course, on E. 300 Bowed is on B. A little shady. We have Classic Gray versus Green, and first Agamemnon on H. This is all near mint, 372. Actually, I spoke too soon. This is a mid-grade. First Intelligent Hulk, first Peter David on Hulk, 331. Thanks, Bill. Origin of the Hulk, first appearance of Brian Banner, the dad, of Bruce. 300 again. Then we have Hulk 272, third appearance of Rocket Raccoon, first intelligent Hulk. That's a mid-grade newsie. Then we have a high grade in Mylar newsie, first Rocket Raccoon. Beautiful. That's in Mylar. First appearance of, well, first full appearance, because he had the cameo in 250. First full appearance and cover appearance of Arabian Night. First War Wagon on E, mid to high. Here we have our first Quasar. Actually, we have two of them. This is what I feel is a very underpriced and underrated key. 234 on F. Boogity. Nice boogity. There's a big boy. Death of Jarella, $20 high. Here's a mid-grade. We're doing on 8. I also have 212. First appearance of Constrictor. It's also a cover appearance. On J. See what we're doing, Hulk fans. That was a nice one. We actually had one last week, but it had like the complimentary copy written on it or something. Much cheaper. But that was a high grade copy you just picked up. Love to see it. Don't forget, at any time you can claim top row, get a free book. You can claim bottom row, get a free book. Or you can claim a wall and get 3 free books. Oh, that just happened. Okie dokie. Nesmith again with the wall claim. All right, all right, all right. Thanks to Nesmith. All right, then we have first appearance of Doc Sampson, mid-grade. Pop that into Mylar. Issue 141. We also have a mid to low 137. Excuse my hiccups. Then we have some bundles. First Iceman solo series. Indiana Jones #1 and Temple of Doom #1. Interesting bundle. And then Indiana Jones #1. Image 0 obtained by mail. Redemption preview of McFarlane's Freak. I have 2 of those. Those are kind of scarce. Full run of Infinity Crusade. And I have a couple more full runs here. Full run of Infinity War and full run of Infinity Gauntlet. All near mint. Nesmith got a B. And I think I saw a D. Spurs Galaxy 09. That's a new one. Spurs Galaxy 09. Thank you for your claim, Spurs Galaxy. Don't forget to fill out that link. That's Sean Alvarado. Interesting. All right. You are one and the same. Gotcha, gotcha. Pilgrim's going to take a J. It's yours, Pilgrim. Okay. We have Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire. Beautiful #1. Invaders 14 high grade. First Crusaders. Here's another big boy book. A high grade Iron Fist #1. Maybe like you're in the eights, I would say, on that one. First appearance of Rescue. Invincible Iron Man. I don't know what volume. #10. That is a really good price on that Iron Fist #1. That is super clean. And Iceman, that is the full run on A. His first full series, the mini series. Thanks, Sanders. Bowers wants to know about $12. Let's. I need to give that time, dude. I just put that up. Not to mention it's worth 15. And I think you're already at like 20% off. So come on. All right, I only have room for one more. First appearance of Friday, the like voice AI thing, and Temugin. That's #53, Legacy #398. Man, I feel like I never have Iron Man for you guys. That's not a common one here. Hey, like Sean. Shady. It's Friday. Wow. Looks like I had a couple of those actually. #11, a book that used to be in the dollar bin and now people go crazy for it. It's a Doc Doom Iron Man mashup cover. All right, then we have the first Rhodey in the War Machine armor, 284. 281 is the first War Machine armor. It's one of those debatable first appearances where people can point at it and say that's actually the first War Machine instead of 282. And honestly, that argument could be had. J. Pock 123. JPOC, we have noticed that YouTube has given people different usernames than usual today. So if you are someone who already has a pile, just let me know. Regardless, make sure you fill out this link. First name, last name, make sure you get that username down there, and we'll get you going. All right. Curtis is going to get one of the eyes. I have two. All right. Yeah, John, you actually still could fit in a normal box, but we will see. Papa J. Okay, I recognize it. All right, Death of Titanium Man. I think it's part of Armor Wars 2. 229 near mid. J. Uh, Armor Wars, $5. Newsy anniversary border, $5. First cameo and full appearance of Obadiah Stane, otherwise known as Marvel's most undervalued key that they got. Cool. Alrighty. Let me write it quick. Let me just make sure I'm caught up. Yes, I am. Okay, cool. First appearance of Sun Churion. First cover appearance of Rhodey. Third appearance of Ant-Man in costume. Weird little detail. Ah, okay. All right, then I have some of the. Hey, Roger Pilgrim, do you still need a 122 for the what the hell do you call it? The demon in the bottle stuff? Let me know. I also have more demon in the bottle, 123 and 124s. You do? Awesome. I'm so glad I remembered that. Okay. New member! Thanks for joining as a member, my man. I really appreciate it. Boogady's taking the demon in the bottles. Here we have a mid to high grade. First, Rhodey. I. First appearance of Bethany Cave, mid to high, 117. J. Maybe I'll bring Iron Man more often. It's kind of fun doing more than just Amazing Spider-Man and Batman all the time. First, Rhodey, just sitting there on I. G, John, they're perfect. They're near mint at least. Boogity takes Rhodey. I'm going to do a price reduction on the image zeros. I have them at the full 10. I'll make them 8. Spurs gets ACFI. ACF. Nesmith gets a G. Now you might be in a. Well, you're like a few books away from being able to be in the regular box. Otherwise, you're going to go into a short box, John. J is Iron Man 117. 117. We have Rock Fantasy. It's actually bigger than your average comic. The Jimi Hendrix featured issue. Jungle Action 23, mid to high grade. For Soul Strangler, it's one of the Black Panther versus the KKK issues. Here we have a perfect condition. Joker 2, first appearance of Vengeance, Daughter of Bane. Little shady. Thank you. Judo Master. Origin of Thunderbolt. I don't usually get too many Charlton books in, and they usually don't happen to be keys. Panarico gets an I. Condition of D is high grade. I would place it at about an 8, maybe an 8.5. Uncle Lou gets G. Excuse me. Brock Peterson got E. Boy, where was that? I know you got one book, Brock. There you are. Double key. Interesting to see an embossed cover this recently. And it's also weird that they didn't upcharge. And I'm not upcharging either. $4, which is what it was cover price. First Jarro, Son of Starro, and first appearance of The Flood. Jarro's become quite the fan favorite. Justice League 50, first Jason, brother of Wonder Woman. Jessica Cruz becomes Green Lantern. And honestly, a bunch of stuff. This is a pretty key heavy book there. Spurs. First Myrna Black, second appearance of Grail. G. 21, first modern day Shazam family. Great art too on F. Perfect condition. Premiere issue Justice League New 52, number 1. First cameo of the modern Seven Sins. Justice League Zero. Let me check something real quick. Give me a second. All right, guys, I'm going to go to a timer again. I thought we were out of the woods, but we're still there. I'm going to give you a minute. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Nesmith is going to keep us alive with Acclaim Crusaders. Next up, we're into some Justice, or we've already been in some Justice League, but this is JLA. First appearance of Rama Khan, 62. Next up is 61. First, Josiah Power and the Power Company. I have 2. Thanks, Spurs. 28. First, LKZ. That was a fun arc. Actually, just picked up the omnibus of that. All right, let's restart that timer. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Bowers. First appearance of Jakeem Thunder. It's also the first cameo of Squire. Actually, I did not see the new El Shady claim. Sorry. Sorry. Spurs, I must have missed that too. That's weird. Yeah, sorry about that, little shady. Let me see if you got something else I might have missed. I see your eye. Nah, we're good. All right. All right, so we have an open spot. This is a book that I feel like should be actually a bit higher in price, but First Dream Outside of Vertigo, JLA 22. There's always going to be some books that I think should be higher, though. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Thanks, Kev. First appearance of Batman 1 million and first appearance of Justice Legion A on D. I'm restarting that timer. Or we could just say claim all JLA. We could speed round this into the next. What is after all our Justice League? Let's see. We got Marvel Age, Marvel Chillers, Marvel Comics Presents, Marvel Fanfare, Marvel Premiere, Marvel Spotlight. All the Marvel blah 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 is up next. Nesmith. First appearance of Our Man, Matthew Tyler, issue 12. First appearance of Asmodel on J. Or you could just say claim justice and we'll streamline this and get a move on into our Marvel. We've slowly but surely, we're getting out of J and we're going to make our way into the M's. Which does mean we have reached the halfway point. I kind of didn't think we would. So we're getting there. No, I don't have Tower. I did not have Tower of Babel this week. All right, we're restarting that timer. Larry Hogue, imagine my stress when I've dropped 8 grand this week. That's the problem is I'm spending too much on these collections. I'm literally banking on every book selling, which is why I'm able to pay so much for these collections. The problem is if every book doesn't sell, I'm shit out of luck for that week. So it's a funny business model. I gotta maybe consider not doing that, but people like that I pay better than other people. That's literally my whole appeal. Chan, I'm going to give you these for free. And Chan, I'm going to give you that first appearance of Friday for free as well. An underrated key, I think. I don't know how many times I've had that first Friday before. It's kind of cool. All right. Well, we just crushed another long box. I didn't think we would, but we did. All right, got a couple L's. Adam Hughes, very early Adam Hughes cover. Near mint, Legionnaires 13. Legion of Monsters, Satana. One shot of the origin of the Living Mummy and Satana. Lois and Clark 1. Jonathan Kent as a baby. I feel like that should be worth a bit more. In case you missed it, I have a Lucky Devils #1. Recent book. There you go. First, Arno Stark, Tony Stark of the Future, Machine Man 1, High Grade Newsy, Man Thing 19, Mid Grade, First Scavenger. Here's our M's. Marvel Age #10, Previews, Beta Ray Bill, and Spider Ham for the first time. We have Marvel Chillers 1 and 2, first and second appearance of Modred the Mystic, Mid Grade. I also have 2 of them. 1 and 2. Spurs. Thanks, Sean. Marvel Age Annual 4 Near Mint is the first cameo of Damage Control, and Marvel Comics Presents 19 is your first appearance of Damage Control. I probably should have bundled those, but there you go. Nesmith. Sanders got a B and G, is that right? Yes, B and G. Spurs got the cameo. We got the full appearance there too. First, Ramada, Black Panther's stepmother, in a now retcon story. Fun fact: Marvel Comics Presents 14. I also have a Marvel Comics Presents 1. That's a mid to high grade 1. Spurs got an I and J. Marvel Divas #1, classic J. Scott Campbell pinup cover. An I. I also have a near mint first appearance of Iron Maiden, the mother of Black Widow. Marvel Fanfare 11. Pilgrim. Marvel Premiere 55. High grade first Wonder Man solo story. J. Marvel Premiere 49. First Falcon solo story. I. Marvel Premiere 48. Second appearance of Scott Lang's Ant-Man, mid-grade. Spurs. Pilgrim. And again. Marvel Premiere 45. High grade. Origin of Manwolf. It's also the first appearance of The Other Realm. That is a mid-grader on F there, Mr. Micah. Marvel Premiere 44. First solo Jack of Hearts story. I. Marvel Premiere 21. High grade, first appearance of Misty Knight. That's a good one. I also have first Colleen Wing to go with it. This one's a little bit lower condition than that guy. Still great. Mid-grade, Marvel Premiere 14. This was from that same Doctor Strange collection. All right, we're going to a timer. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Let me clear this old timer. What the heck? I have some weird emails sometimes. Thank you, sirs. All right, then we have mid to high grade Marvel Premiere 9, also from the Doc Strange collection on I. First cover appearance of Wong is number 7, and that's actually pretty high grade on G. Some good covers here. That's a little lower than what I was thinking for that one, Raj. I'll do 8. Meet in the middle. Sounds good to me. All right. Marvel Premiere number 6, another great cover there on A. Great condition as well. The next Marvel Premiere going up is a key. Let's do a little wall clearing. Let's get some open spots. From Facebook, thank you. First appearance of Vishanti and Shumagarath, number 5 on F. Nerdy Bob. Marvel Premiere 4 on J. Kevin Wade, I think we all thought the same thing. All right, number 3 is The Doc Strange Stories Begin. Here is a mid to high on J. Boogity. Look at that. With 10 seconds to go. Saving us. I have a tricky next book. A little, there we go. A little shady. See if that's the spot. Move everything down. We have first solo series of Son of Satan in full appearance. Marvel Spotlight 12 and one just a pinch below. Thanks, Kevin Wade. First Star-Lord in comics. It does have a quarter crunch on D, which is hence the $10, because a near mint's actually like 50. Claim all of E. There's only one of E. Boogity says, I didn't get E first. Oh, you did? Interesting. Sorry. Excuse me. I do have another one down here on J. I got a couple Marvel features. These are non-keys, but gorgeous conditions. 7 and 6. Ooh. There we go. Let's do a magazine. Why not? First appearance of Varney the Vampire. Actually was pretty noticeable in the Blood Hunt recent series from Marvel. Nice condition, too. I forgot to mention. It's a mid to high. Marvel Chillers 1 and 2. 2 sets still on H. I didn't want Machine Man. Interesting. I don't know what happened there. I don't even have a spot for it up on the wall. Careful with the claiming, folks. All right, we're in the oh, saved with 6 seconds from a Facebook claim, and I have to put the first Arno Stark up again. I think I'm going to be able to watch that game. Now I have to meet my wife in town, actually. Because I told her I wasn't going to be able to do the parade because I have a claim sale, but we're selling like one book every 60 seconds. Very slow, by our standards at least. Maybe I'll do a. We might do a part 2 of this because we've sold about 2/3 of what we had. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Wednesday sale this week. It's been a while. Spurs saved us with 8 seconds to go. First appearance of the Power and Soul Gem mid-grade team up, 55. Nice claim with F, Bill. That's a good one. First appearance of the Necromancer. This is actually a non-payer pile book that I'm bringing back up for you today. Mario got power. Mid-grade. First appearance of Crossfire. 2-1. 52. Spurs got F. Nesmith got A, G, I, and E. Oh, we're definitely popping you in a short. In fact, maybe I'll just go ahead and do that now, John. Give me a second. Okay, wow, that was good. That cleaned us out. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know how to pronounce. I also don't know what these characters are. Shaka Khan, mid to high, Master of Kung Fu 48. Pavane, 31, mid to high. First Captain Universe, mid to high, Mylar. First Micronauts, high on A. Oop. The book is trying to fall on me. There, see. And then we have first cameo and full appearance of, oh my god, Star Fox, Starfire. Oh my god, I forget that character's name. I'm so sorry. J. Nice. Well, the good news is, Nesmith, we now do 30% off, and it's kind of looking like you're going to get there. So, there you go. Miles Morales, number 28, and I literally forgot to write what makes it a key. I'm so sorry. It is something. First solo Mockingbird issue, and it is the Scotty Young on J. Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones wrote this. Mother of Madness. Monsters on the Prowl. I told you there'd be some bronze horror. That one's a mid-low. Spurs. Monsters on the Prowl 11. Reprint of the first Living Hulk. Renamed Zemu the Titan, which actually becomes a pretty notable Hulk villain. That is a nice looking copy of an 11. Little Shady gets an I. Wow, I'm going to have to like move you, Little Shady. I don't even know where I'm going to put you, but I will figure it out. That is for me to figure out. Okay. Esmeralda, Mockingbird, nice. Here's some more of those Monsters on the Prowl, number 9. I also have the rare Walmart version with the reds and the differentness down here. First Hunter's Moon, Moon Knight number 3. That's the most valuable of all of them. You definitely have 30% off Lil Shady without even having to look at your pile. I can eyeball it. You definitely have 30. You probably have like maybe even 40 books. So I think you are there, my friend. Congratulations. I did see that. I did see that. Now I just have the same thing of last week where I just have to find what the heck sort of box I'm going to put you in. I will figure it out. That is for me to figure out. Actually, it looks like a couple good things sold on eBay. Nice. Sweet. Boogity is going to get that Walmart exclusive, and I do have a second print, Hunter's Moon, in its place. Come on. Come on. I hate when it does this. There it is. Everybody enjoying the Eagles game? Who's winning? All right. That's going to do it. I'm going to extend. I'm going to give you guys another 15 seconds. Eagles are, yeah, it looks like another good Eagles year. Spurs is going to get a little guy. Got it. First stained glass scarlet. On E, that one's mid-grade. Esmeralda's going to get Hunter's Moon. And I'll put my higher grade of the same book on J. Nerdy Bob. It's one of the H's, nice. First Arthur Harrow. It's a mid-grade newsy. Fist of Khonshu, number 2. You know what's funny? I hate to say this out loud. I feel like I'm going to get judged. I actually don't really care about sports. Like, I like when the Eagles wins. They're technically my team. But, like, if they lose, I'm not one of those guys that gets weird. I don't know the players. I don't follow the draft. There was a time in my life I did that. But now I'm like Mr. 80-hour work week. There's just no time, you know? 7.5, I'd say on A, Mr. Nesmith. Yeah, like, yeah, it's just not my thing. I like comic books. That's what I like. I like comic books quite a bit, actually. Nesmith is going with A and I. A very low grade Moon Knight number 1, first Khonshu and Bushman. We have 2 high grade first Randall Specters, Mark Spector number 35. Jedi. Kid Cudi presents Moon Man. Apparently, it's a $70 tough to find ash can. I'm doing it for 50. It looks perfect. Might give a shot at the 9.8, and I threw in a cover A on the back. For free. Uncle Lou. All right, let's do a big book. Here's another magazine. Empire Strikes Back adaptation. It's Marvel Super Special number 16. It's extremely high grade. First appearance of Yoda, Lando, Boba, many more. There you go. Give me a second. Uncle got eye. Nice. Now I actually have another one. Excuse me. This one had a few spine ticks, so it's not quite as nice as that last one. But it's still a really good copy. Mid to high 100. Whew. Man, I gotta blow my nose here. Let me hit the hand Sanny. Fun fact about me, I am a pretty big germaphobe. So I am always doing hand Sanny to the point where my hands are actually very dry. All righty. Let's give you guys another 10 seconds. That's the alarm. I might do a part 2 this week, so we can get to those Wonder Womans. Because right now we're still on M. All right, so we got N, O, P, all that to go. So guys, here is the link. Spurs, thank you for your claim on B. I think that is going to do it for today. Our pacing isn't quite to our typical standards, so I'm going to call it. Guys, I love you all. It's funny, he said lowest on F. I actually lowered that $10 earlier. So I had 50 on it, and I lowered it to 40. So you're looking at it. Love you all, guys. Great show. We had a much smaller crowd, and it was still great. I love you all. I will talk to you later, and it's time for me to do some shipping. If you don't get an invoice from me, don't freak out. It's not like I didn't, whatever. I'll contact you if there's any problem, like I didn't get your link. But if you didn't get an invoice from me, it just means I'm holding your pile. You're 1 or 2 books away from one of the percentages off. That's all it means. Like if you have 8 claims, I might wait till you have 10. If you have like 19 claims, I might wait till you have 20. Stuff like that. Love you all, guys. Great stuff. Bye bye.